Hello friends, welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first video of mine that you're catching, welcome. My name is Rachel and I'm a reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And today I'm actually doing a ship with me video. Today is Monday, October 13th. So I am going to show you everything that I sold and will be shipping out from pretty much Friday night, the 10th? Yeah, Friday night the 10th. I went to the post office around 4 p.m. on Friday, so everything from any sales from after that up until this morning of October 13th, Monday. So if you want to see what I sold, definitely stick around. So I apologize, I haven't done a ship with me video in a few weeks. We had a family vacation. We went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It was beautiful. It was so much fun. It was absolutely exhausting. I have two children under the age of 3. So it was, definitely an experience. It was our first trip as a family of 4. And then we all got sick. So I wasn't really doing much filming during my recovery from that. And quite frankly, on top of all of that, sales have just been downright slow. There was one weekend, I think I shipped out like only 4 or 5 things. I'm like, well, I can't film this. Like, what kind of content is that? That's no fun. So today is not like the biggest pile of stuff going out, but I missed you guys. I wanted to touch base, and I still think I made some pretty decent sales. It's definitely been my best weekend in probably about a month. So I'm excited to show you what I have going out. And plus two, the last time we talked, I was challenging myself to use the USPS priority mailers for Poshmark. And of course, shortly after that, they switched everything to Ground Advantage. So we have not even done a ship with me video since then. I do have some Ground Advantage boxes. I ordered a few. I'm going to try them out. I ordered some envelopes too. I don't have them yet, so I'm going to do what I can. I will say I am glad that I had my stash of non-priority mailers back here so that my the transition was pretty seamless for me. But anyway, if you like reseller content, certainly consider subscribing to the channel. I love doing these ship with me videos. I also do unboxing videos. I talk about what sold. And then just in general, reseller tips and tricks and strategies. I love sharing it all on this channel. And let me know how your sales have been, please. Like I said, this has been my best sales weekend in about a month, and it isn't exactly great. So I would love to hear how it's going for you. If you're experiencing a slowdown, I do think it's kind of an odd time of year for a slowdown. I usually expect it to be like this a little more in the summer, not usually October. So let me know how you're doing as well. So I have my stack of stuff in front of me. I'm just going to kind of go through it. I'll tell you, and I'll pop on the screen here the sold listing, but I'll talk about, what it sold for, where I got it from, how long it took to sell, what platform it sold on. And then I'll also kind of show you how I package it up and ship it off. So let's get into it. I pulled everything out of my inventory already, so I'm not running around the room trying to find everything. And really, I just have to package it up, and I'll print my labels. I got my Rolo back here behind me. So yeah, let's get into it. The first thing here, I'm just going to go what's on top here. This is an Allbirds men's t-shirt, and this one was from a Boutique by the Box. I think it was just an Allbirds assorted box. And this one sold, let's see. Yeah, this is Boutique by the Box, Allbirds apparel. This is the Anytime long sleeve tee in extra large, men's extra large. I paid $7.18 per piece on that box, and that was back in August. So I had this for about 2 months, and it sold on eBay for $15, plus of course the buyer paid shipping. So not the best sale. This box is not doing super great, but I have sold a good amount of stuff out of it. So there's that. This I'm just going to, let's see, you know what, I do have, yeah, this is a men's item, so I don't want to give it a frou-frou mailer, but I do have these plain eBay mailers I can use for this top. I've had a lot of eBay sales this weekend. eBay was like kind of slow, and it started to pick up, and now Poshmark is just been super slow. So not real sure what the deal is with the platforms lately. I am in general just excited to see some stuff going out, like that's for sure. And I always tell myself, like, don't panic when things are slow, but I end up panicking anyway. I've been doing this literally for 20 years and I still get that anxiety over like, oh my gosh, why is it so slow? Because, you know, this is my livelihood and I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way, but it always recovers. It always bounces back to normal. But when you're in the moment, it's like, what is happening? Seriously. Okay, this is a Missoni Target collab. This I think is like 10, maybe 15 years old. This came in a Helpsy Source, or probably what's now New Source, but I think when I ordered this, it was still Helpsy Source. It was the Treasure Hunt box. And I ordered a Treasure Hunt box and it was really good, really fun. And actually I unboxed that one on this channel. If you search my channel, you'll find it. And I really liked it. So I ordered another one and like half the box was Missoni for Target, which was super disappointing because, you know, Missoni is one thing, but Missoni for Target is, you know, the Target collab. It's not as valuable. And at this point it's pretty old. So not worth a ton. I did feel like there was maybe some chance of selling it. Like it was all in good condition. So I did list it, but this one ended up selling on eBay for $15. So I am going to use my frou-frou mailers for these. These have swans. And actually, I do want to show you these. So I got these from Mode mailers. They're on Amazon if you are looking for mailers to use. I have a link, my Amazon storefront link down below if you want. I don't know if they still have this specific pattern, but what I like about these, they're reusable. So, you know, I would pull off the top tab and then the bottom tab stays intact. So the next person could either use it to return things, although we don't want people to return things, of course. But if they did need to make a return for some reason, they could use the same envelope, or they could use this envelope again to ship something else to someone else. So I do like these. I think that's a really cool idea and a way to get like a 2-for-1. And if you're going to use a mailer, at least encourage using it twice. So I do have all the supplies I use linked in my Amazon storefront, by the way, if you're interested. But we'll send this one off. I buy those eBay ones with my my store subscription coupon, so I can only get so many at a time. And I kind of alternate back and forth between ordering the envelopes and ordering boxes. Like they're like these, sort of, not exactly the same size, but you only get $50 every 3 months, every quarter. So basically I alternate which boxes I order, which envelopes I order. And so long story short, I do have eBay envelopes, but I do try to like not use them as much, like not for everything, because then once they're out, then I just don't have any more. So anyway, let's get this one shipped out. Okay, I think we're just gonna do all the eBay ones first. So this next one, it might be hard to show you because it's a midi dress. This is a black, it's almost like a poplin material. This is J. Crew Factory, a size 8 petite. And this one sold on eBay for $30. I got this one in a Madewell J. Crew dresses and denim box from Boutique by the Box, which one of my tried and true boxes. This particular dress did not do as well as like some. And you know, that's with pretty much any mystery box. You get some stuff that's like, you know, super profitable when you're looking at your average cost per piece, and then other stuff that's not necessarily. But anyway, I paid $18.38 per piece on that box, and this dress sold for $30. So my profit was not huge, but a lot of the other stuff from that box sold for much, much more. So it's, you know, it's one of those things I'm kind of just evening out, I would say. So, oh, and that one, by the way, that one I listed back in July. So it was already at about 90 days that it's been sitting here. So next thing up is this pillowcase from my Ralph Lauren bedding box from Helpsy Source. I ordered a ton of bedding, like probably, I think they sold these in 10-piece boxes, I think. And I probably ordered like somewhere between 12 and 15. I ordered a ton of this stuff. And so the pillowcases obviously are not worth as much as like the duvet covers and the pillows and all that, but like the throw pillows. But I've been slowly but surely moving these out too. And, you know, same thing with these, like when we look at cost per piece, this one cost per piece was $31.62. I sold it for $33. Not quite going to break even, but I'm recovering some of my money and I've made really good profit on other things in the box. So I'm not mad about it. This was an eBay sale. So we'll go frou-frou mailer. Why do I keep calling it that? That's annoying. Okay, but they do have swans on them. I am right now, like, I don't like to do a ton of seasonal, like super seasonal. Like I skip Halloween, I skip Valentine's Day. Like I know that a lot of companies make mailers that are specific for those holidays. But I do fall and winter, like I'll do a fall mailer and then a winter mailer, or like a holiday, not necessarily like Christmas, but like I'll do like a plaid or like a snowflake. Well, a lot of people are holiday shopping for one, and for two, like the season is long enough and it's like festive enough that like I can kind of commit to a month or two of special mailers. I'm not quite ready for them yet. I'll probably pull them out like after October's over, like November 1st. I'll show you when I get them out, I'll show you. But for right now, I'm just kind of using like whatever ones I have that are gonna fill in that space between my summery, bright, colorful ones and then my winter ones. I don't go super crazy with like, you know, super specific holidays. I don't see the value in that. But I do like to do somewhat seasonal mailers, if nothing else, because it's fun for me. It brings me joy. And sometimes that's the only reason you need. Is it practical? I don't know, maybe not, but it brings me joy. And when I'm sending out packages to my customers, I am sending a little bit of myself. Up next, these are maternity jeans. These are Old Navy wide leg maternity jeans. These I bought for myself when I was pregnant, and for some reason, maybe it's because I felt huge, I decided I needed to buy some jeans that were 2 sizes bigger than what I normally wear. So of course, when I got them, they were gigantic and I could not wear them. And of course they were, I bought them on clearance, so I couldn't return them. I listed them for sale because, I mean, they are new with tag, and they finally sold. They've been sitting around here for quite a while, which is not unusual, not unexpected considering their maternity is kind of a niche product. But I did eventually sell them on eBay for $12.14, plus the buyer paid shipping. And actually, this is going international. So where are these going to? I just noticed that. This buyer is in Canada. Okay, that's cool. So whatever. I think because they were on clearance when I bought them, honestly, I mean, they've been sitting here a while, but at the end of the day, I'm probably breaking even with what I paid, because like they were really cheap on clearance. So, you know, that's fine. I think I need doing a bigger mailer for these. They're not going to fit in the swan mailers. I know it's October, but we'll still do flowers for another week. I really do need to start switching them over though. So my birthday is in November. My birthday is November 12th. And I really hate seeing Christmas stuff before my birthday, because, you know, when I was a kid, like I feel like my birthday got wrapped up into Christmas all the time. And even though my birthday is like 6 weeks before Christmas. So I have a thing with Christmas coming out or starting Christmas stuff, holiday stuff before my birthdays. So I usually like to wait for the Christmas mailers until after that. All right, then I've got this pair of Everlane straight leg cropped jeans in black. These I've had for a really long time, not on purpose. These, back when Helpsy Source was selling Everlane returns, I used to get a ton of these and they would fly out of here, fly. Like I would list them and they would sell right away. But for some reason, these like weren't listed. I don't know what happened. So once I figured out that they weren't listed, I listed them and then they sold pretty quickly. So these sold on eBay for $35. I paid $7.03 per piece on the box back in the day. So that was pretty cool to get a sale on something you really technically didn't know you had. I hate that that happens sometimes, but that's kind of just a reality. It does happen sometimes. Okay, the next thing going out are these Kate Spade Buttercup canvas slides, and very interesting sale for October, but I love that these are moving out of here. So I have been recently trying to source online more, specifically for shoes, and this was a purchase from my very, very early days of trying. It's been about 3 months. I feel like I've gotten a little bit better at it, hopefully a lot better at it. I don't feel like I'm quite awesome at it yet. But anyway, so I ordered these on Depop. I decided kind of early on that Depop was a good place to source. I don't source much on there anymore, but I bundled these with a few other pairs of shoes from the same seller. So the shipping, it ended up being cost effective for shipping on Depop. But I bought these were $14.66 out the door with the shipping and stuff, you know, with the combined order, and they sold on eBay for $30. So I still ended up making an okay profit. I don't know that I would continue to source this way to make 20 bucks. It's not necessarily worth my time. But, you know, I'm okay with the fact that they're selling for, you know, what they sold for, and the fact that, you know, I'm getting them out of here and they're not going to sit here all winter. I'm definitely still a little nervous. I'm not there yet, like I said, but I'm getting better. I'll show you. There's another pair here that was also a luxury purchase that didn't pan out the way I had hoped. So the next one's up. These are a luxury purchase. These are the Balenciaga race runners. In hindsight, not the best purchase. I did source these online. I sourced these on eBay and I sold them for $125, and they've been here 2 months, about 60 days. This is probably one of the first pair that I sourced from my very early days. I feel like I've been doing it a while, but it hasn't been that long. So in hindsight, I only made, after I paid to have them authenticated, I only made about $30 on these. I kind of realized after I purchased them that they weren't the best investment because they just don't sell for as much, and they're not like brand new. I mean, they're in pretty good condition, but they're not brand new or anything. So I probably wouldn't source these again. I didn't pay that much for them. In fact, I got them pretty cheap. They just don't sell for very much. So I'm going to ship these off. The thing with these, they are an eBay sale, and so they're going to go through eBay's authenticity program. So I'm not really super worried about how they're packaged, because eBay is going to authenticate them and repackage them and send them to the buyer. So I already had them authenticated, but you know, eBay, with any sneakers over $100, they automatically go to eBay for authentication. So that is that. Oh, and I have to ship this FedEx, it looks like. Okay, I guess this afternoon I'll be running around to all of the shipping places. I have a UPS package here behind me, and then I have my UPS pile, I have my USPS pile over here next to me, and now I have a FedEx package. Actually, today is Columbus Day, so the post office is closed, but I'm probably still going to go drop my stuff off anyway, just because I have babies, and I only get time to go to the post office without the babies every once in a while. And if I don't go today, I have to wait till Wednesday. So that's why I love prepaid labels and the Dropbox, for sure. Okay, I only have 2 more here, and one is a Depop sale, one is a Poshmark sale. So eBay is the clear winner. In fact, will I get to use one of these Ground Advantage boxes? I guess, let me see. These are both pairs of shoes, but I can only use the Ground Advantage boxes on the Poshmark order. I don't know if they're going to fit in this box. Let's see. Okay, yeah. I can use this Ground Advantage box for this pair of shoes. This is a little kid pair of shoes. These are so cute. Look at these. These are Beverly Hills Polo Club. Brand new boots in box. Not really a good buy though, honestly. This was where did I get these from? I bought the name brand children's shoe box from Boutique by the Box, and majority of this stuff in there was no good. In fact, I don't even think I showed you guys on this channel. This is one of the better pairs of shoes in there, but it only sold for $21 on Poshmark by offer. These are little boys, toddler boys, size 7. So probably not worth much more than that. Yeah, that box was not a very good look, honestly. Hooray, my first Ground Advantage box. It looks comparable in size to the Priority Mail shoebox, so that's really good. So actually, I lied. I have one more pair going out on Poshmark, so I have another box here. I realized I forgot to pull these while I was printing out the label for the other one. So these are Birkenstock. What are these called? The Bend Low Suede Leather Lace-Up Sneakers. So they have the Birkenstock insole, but they're suede sneakers. I sourced these on eBay, and these ended up being a bad buy too, not because of what they are. Like, if they were in better condition, they would have been okay. But these, here, I'll show you. These have like a lot of color transfer. Like, somebody wore these with jeans on, and the denim color bled onto the shoes. Otherwise, they're in really good condition. They probably were only worn for maybe one time. So they look almost brand new. It's just that they've got all this color bleed. This one's even worse. So I didn't feel like I could charge a lot for them because they are, in this condition. And I didn't see that when I was buying them. So that's my fault. I guess I should have looked better. But I sold them for $27 on Poshmark, and I paid $19. So, okay. So I made $1.71 technically. I broke even, which, given the condition of these, is about as much as I could ask for. Nobody wants to work to break even, but when you make a mistake and you still break even, that's still pretty good news. So these are going to go in a Ground Advantage box as well. Yeah, I really like these shoebox ones. I think these I'll use a lot. These are definitely free boxes I can get behind. I used to use the priority ones for Poshmark all the time for shoes and stuff. I don't like to put things that, like, if it's an item that's really too small for this box, I'd rather put it in smaller packaging, which is why I wasn't using those boxes for everything. But if the stuff is going to fit, then that's fine. And the very last thing going out today are these Tikis. Is that how you say that? Tikis, T-K-E-E-S. These leather flip-flops. These are from my New Source Fixer Upper footwear box. And if you guys remember, I did unbox that for this channel. And my cost per piece was like, I don't know, $1, $2 with shipping. Super cheap. And it was all like Fixer Upper. So these sold on Depop for $28. And of course, Depop has very low seller fees. I paid $3.98 in fees on these, and they were only listed 10 days. So what was my profit? $24. That probably paid for like half the box. I mean, the box was, in my opinion, really great given the cost per item. So I was happy with that. These are going to go out in a regular mailer. I am going to wrap these just so that, you know, because I know they're like shoes and they're pretty durable, but just because I'm going to put them in a plastic mailer, they're flat, so it should be easy to do that. So I'll wrap these in some bubble wrap. By the way, this is just bubble wrap. Down here behind me, it's kind of a mess, but basically, like, when I order things and I can reuse the packaging, I kind of just stick it down there. So that's what all that is and why I keep pulling from there. My one and only Depop sale from the weekend. But you know what? I only made 2 Poshmark sales, so it's like slow everywhere. eBay really saved the day this weekend, let me tell you. So that's everything I have going out today, guys. Here's to hoping, fingers crossed, that sales pick up a little bit. I would love to come back in a week or so and report to you like a great profitable weekend. Definitely let me know how you have been doing. I'm really curious. Like, I can't be the only one that's experiencing like a slowdown right now. But yeah, it's always fun chatting with you guys. Have a great week, a great rest of October, and I will hopefully talk to you again soon. Make sure you subscribe if you like videos like this, and hit the like button on the way out if you could. That certainly helps out the channel. Thanks again. I will catch you in the next one.